for the boys.
Woo! Oh, I fucked.
What's going on, guys? So this is gonna be like kind of an update style video. I may add on to maybe go for a cruise or something, film a few clips of just driving around or something. I'm not really sure. Still need to get a GoPro for that, so I don't know. I might try and mount the camera somewhere in the car. But yeah, just going to be updating you guys for what's been going on the past few days. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know that got some stuff that's been going on, and it's getting sick. We're getting a little bit closer step by step to this case swap in this DA. But I kind of just want to start this off by saying Merry Christmas, even though it's a few days late. Hope you guys had a good Christmas time. Hope you guys got to spend some time with your family, do car stuff. If you're in anything else, hope you just had a good, blessed day. Hope you guys got the things you were looking for. But for those who didn't, who maybe weren't fortunate enough to have a very gifted Christmas, I hope you guys just enjoyed the day, enjoyed the time. But I got to get myself the K20 for my own Christmas present. And then I got a few little things like skateboarding things for my girlfriend, and my dad got me some equipment to use when I'm outside working on the car. So can't really complain. It's not K-series parts, but I mean it'll all help me later on, right? But yeah, a few things have been going on also the last few days. I started work finally. It's not at all where I want to be, but I told you guys 4 or 5 times now that the job market on this part of the valley that I'm living in, Phoenix area, like the East Phoenix, there's just absolutely no jobs right now. I've tried pretty much everywhere, and so I was able to get in with Duncan, which sucks because I feel like I'm in high school again, making barely above minimum wage, and it sucks. Like I hate that line of work. Since I've been out of high school, I've been working on cars, I've been doing videos, and I've been skateboarding. So I've been making money all 3 of those ways since I've been out of high school. So I'm not used to going back to this customer service type stuff, and it's not at all what I want to be doing, but obviously had to get some sort of money coming in besides YouTube money, because that's monthly, and that's definitely not enough for me right now. And although I am editing videos still for VTECCADEMY, that's also not enough to pay the bills and get this car going. So yeah, today was the second day. Yesterday, or the first day, was absolutely ass. Let me tell you, I almost walked out, the manager almost walked out, and the other kid that was there was a dummy who claimed to know it all, and it was just not a good time. So basically, yeah, so I'm doing that part-time, just baristaing, making coffee and stuff. It's not a bad gig, it's just not where I want to be in the slightest. We're trying to get me into Hassport still, so just really hoping for that. That honestly is, other than working for myself and doing videos full-time and being able to travel, skate whatever I want, and build whatever car I want, this would probably be the next best thing. Basically kind of a dream job, being around race cars all day. Super cool group of people, and get to just kind of hang out, have a good time, and obviously there'd be work involved, but if this position becomes available, then I'll let you guys know then what I'm doing. But until then, keeping it confidential. But other than that, speaking of which, Hassport shirt, shout out Brian. Picked up a K20 A2 transmission, to be honest, or to be exact. It is the matching transmission to my motor. I am really stoked, and I was able to source it down. So basically, alright, so picture this. I'm sifting through all these Facebook pages that is down here in Arizona, AZ, JDM Lifestyle, Honda Parts, Sailor Trade, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just trying to find any transmission. I found one K20, or I found 2, sorry. I found a K20 A3 6-speed transmission, I believe, if that's the Honda Fit one, correct me if I'm wrong. 6-speed, and they do want a 650 for it, so I thought that was way overpriced, because at that point I might as well try my luck at the junkyard, get it for 300 bucks, and just pull it myself. And then the only other one was a Type S, or Type R 6-speed with, I want to say a Quaff LSD, but he wanted 1500 for it. Obviously that's way out of my price range, and if I need LSD I can always add it later. But then I did some scounging, so I'm just sitting there on the computer sifting away, and I come across this post for some teen coilovers, and they look really familiar. They were actually the exact ones that I was looking at in the wheelbarrow, like in the checkout area when I picked up my motor, and that was the wheelbarrow that my transmission was sitting in, and I was like, oh tits, like I recognize that. So I got his name, and I searched his name in the sale page, and I scrolled down forever, and after like 30 minutes or so of searching, I found the transmission. It had just he only posted a few hours before the coilovers, but it had got lost in the post or whatever. So I got a hold of the guy. It took like 2 days to respond, but He still had the transmission, thankfully. His post only had a couple comments on it. So Brian offered him a little bit of money. He didn't want it, I guess, or he never responded. I offered him a little bit, and then I told him what it was going for, and I told him that I'm working with Asport. He's like, all right, those dudes are sick, so I'll give it to you for $400. So I got the 6-speed matching Type S transmission for $400. I got the engine for $164. So far we're at $564, and I've got the 2 main components out of the way. So I'm not doing this like a full-blown like crazy swap. I'm doing what I need to get this engine and transmission and everything in the car running, and then eventually I'm going to be upgrading the motor. So I'm going to reseal new timing chain and guide and tensioner, new gaskets and everything, and then doing all of our DIY stuff. So fuel lines, obviously need a fuel pressure regulator and stuff, so I'll get that when I have the money. But as for the main components, ECU, we're going to use a junkyard one, convert it, get a or flash it with K-tuner. Yes, flash it with K-tuner, and we're going to be converting our own harness if we can't find a 6-speed one, so we'll just convert an automatic one to a manual, and that'll take care of that. It's going to save us a bunch of money. We're going to try and get hooked up with K-tune parts, and if K-tune is willing to hook me up with Brian for this project, then I'm going to just try and go all out, get shifter, cables, fuel pressure regulator, fuel rail, friggin' whatever I need, alright? But that's on the side of if. Also, so yeah, I've got the 2 main components, engine and transmission, so the rest of it isn't going to be too big of a deal. It's just a matter of time till I can start getting the rest of the money for this. But as for radiator, I already got the radiator picked out, so I'll post it up on the screen here. What I'm using, it's the DIY DA radiator tuck, so you use a Volkswagen Rabbit radiator. I want to say Sirocco, whatever it's called. But it fits right in the radiator support, nice and tucked away, like it fits perfectly in there, and we'll just make an inline reservoir like filler type thing, which will be perfectly fine because, I mean, Brian is an engineer genius. I don't know, that's probably the wrong word, but we'll figure it out. He's got the material, he's got the equipment, he has the know-how, and I'm just here for a good time and to learn, so we'll get that taken care of. And then other than that, yeah, axles, we'll make some axles. We'll use new inner joints on mine, and we'll just extend the shaft to fit the K-Series. And then whatever else we need, we'll figure it out. So this K-Series is going to be sick. So hopefully, now that I got the 2 main, most expensive pieces out of the way, I'm going to be able to get this done that much sooner. So I hope you guys are stoked. If you are, please give this video a big thumbs up because, yeah, kind of crappy having to do all this off of such a tight budget. But it's going to be so worth it. If K-Tune doesn't hook it up and I have to get by basic essentials, get in the car, I'm still going to go with all K-Tune product later on when I can afford it, because as you guys know, that's very expensive. I know I'm not the first, but I am I think I'm the first K-swapped DA build on YouTube, so I'm stoked for that. And other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I'm updated with you guys. Oh, here's a picture of the transmission. We will be doing a teardown of my transmission to inspect it, because for all I know, all the gears could be exploded. But it did come to clutch and the flywheel, but I'm getting FX Motorsports clutch and 10-pound flywheel, so I'll be fine with that. But got the half shaft and all the goodies in it. But yeah, we'll be making a video maybe this weekend. We're busy tonight. Tonight is Thursday, the 28th. So normally we do VTECCADEMY on Thursdays, but we're busy today. Or Brian's busy, so we're not doing it today. So hopefully over the weekend we'll tear the transmission apart and we will get to inspect it. I'm sure third gear is probably chewed up, but I had really bad third gear in my car. Threw some Pennzoil synchro mesh in there. It hasn't grinded since. So, I mean, might get lucky. So I'll make a video on that, tearing it down for sure, which will be super interesting. I know hondastreegarage has already done it, but I mean, for me and for you guys that don't watch him, if you don't watch him, go watch him. Link in the description, sorry. And check him out. He is very, very detailed, but I'm just going to take it apart so we can inspect it, and then we can just do whatever else is going on. I won't get too into it, but I do want to learn for myself, and who better to teach me than Brian. I think that is it. So, yeah, let's go do something else. If you guys have stuck with me this far through me blabbering, thank you so much. You're the best.